God. This was no ordinary death. Our voices rose in silence as we guided the king's body to the place amid hills where we lay him down, in the place where his fathers came. And there, in this quiet place, we lay our liege to rest and paid our last respects to our earthly king. And there, in that place amid the hills, we sent him off to the land of the guardians, where we would take his place in the deepest skies and watch over our wretched souls.
What if? What if? What if time talked backwards? That we slept at day and toiled at night? What if? What if evil were good and she begot you reward, and good were damned, punished by death? What if? What if that's all life was? That we looked forward to a new night as opposed to day? That life unfolded as if from gout at old age, through sprinting able youth to vulnerable, toothless toddler. What if? What if it went on as if a rewind of you unwrapping your birthday gift in hand, then back in box as you anxiety, then wrapped up and back to the store from where it came? What if that's all life was? An unveiling of a script, preconceived, written by hand. A porous scroll for you to breathe through. What if? Your choice. A picture in frame, one we all tirelessly paint at, from edge, center-wise. What if? What if I stopped here? Just because I would, not because I should. Then I wonder what I could. I wonder.
I hate to say, for words have no form. You can't touch them, yet they can touch you. So if I alone say, I can't feel you, unless you say too, then you touch me. Then if we both say, we have a mutual feeling. You feel me, and I, you. And we can get to each other, touch each other. So you shall say, and I shall say you back. Then next shall I, and you shall say me too. Shall we not then tell of all things, of the evil and of the divine? Then our lives shall sweeten as the vine. So say, I say.
Tomorrow she'll wake and be frightened not to see your face. She'll scream all its worth, and you come in to calm her fears. Her wet milk-white eyes with emerald centers will greet you, and you smile at that face. innocence radiating from every inch of it. You'll take her in your arms and she'll sigh, only too glad to have you there. She's all fed now, singing her song and making music with her toys. She hears you hum to the music and she stops, beams that toothless smile, and begins to bounce on her padded bottom. She calls your name in a special way only she can. A tear escapes you, and she takes your hand, no, your finger, and she chuckles, winning your heart for the nth time that day. All the pain and all the work is worth every second when you're her mother. Tonight, her chest will rise and fall. She sleeps in peace. Our world is complete.
The lights are out, and the street lights streaming occasionally. The curtains remain tied up in knots, and the sound of traffic a distant echo. It's just the two of us. Her wanton eyes are too exciting. Her body a perfect imitation of a Greek goddess. And I look across the wall. My wife's smile is transfixed in the frame. If only she knew what goes on here. A jolt of guilt wears my heart some more. Then I see them too. A band of toothless smiles. And then I look down once more. And here lies with me a forbidden aphrodisiac.
Crime is not twice. Heed not, I did behest. You said, what is the essence of your sinful aid west? You carried on, seeking maturity and stability, flaunting your assets with newfound youth vitality. I saw you. How you eyed that randy dandy. That skin-creased mockery of a daddy. That you wasted that spark in your eye that was mine. On that belly-sagging ogre was incomprehensible crime. His long, elvish fingers knitted and caressed your bump. And I knew if I felt this retching in my palm. The raw intuition of the jilted that he had partaken. I perceived. My journey's mark was taken. I knew I would wait. Not long, but wait. Prime was at eventide. Reality was bearing weight. That the booty, once intact, does turn wobbly. And youthful lemon blossoms become purples, and the powers of a pearl will wane from incessant touching. And only diamonds, pretty yet enameled, will inspire yearning. And so I lacked, waiting, anticipating, waiting eagerly for the fragrance of your youth to evaporate and for you to stand measly. At the edge, when the desirable man is insightful, hoidens are shunned, the inner core only is delightful. Then you will stand, a deflated ball, afflicted and remorseful. Your mind will recall me, the sage, waiting, anticipating, waiting eagerly to begin this long-awaited chapter of laughing.
first lullaby was the sounds of the chariots passing by, with Mama looking deep into her large, eager eyes, praying that her child's sealed fate will loosen. Already 2 child lost because of malnutrition, yet she brings another into this lost nation, where there's no lost more welcome for Mama and child. And it's not like Daddy don't try. It's not his fault that he's constantly high. The clear and the brown glass are his remedy to his perhaps obvious and apparent insufficiencies. Yeah, he's well studied and so is she, but poverty knows no boundaries, just as they know no connections. Frustration, perfect illustration of the nucleus of a fallen nation, run by corruption, starving its own creation. Little baby now able to walk, barely 2, but has seen more than them Kololo-dwelling folk. With calluses on her knees, she's befriended dirt and disease, comfortable with this ease, cause she knows no better. And with his last shilling, Daddy buys the paper with hopes of finding a future. But there is no dwelling for a poverty mediocre, so he sits back and does what he does best. Wait and see what will happen next. Nyabo, Jango tukusibe viri. She calls to women from morning till 3, goes on a short lunch break of 2 bananas and tea, and with perfection, she wails to the passers-by because she knows she works on commission. And now his frustrations engulf him, just as the clouds the sky on a cold, dreary day. He can't wait any longer to pull in some paper for his baby mama and little dot of a daughter. The drinking becomes stronger, provoking his anger, tickling his fist, fold and strike. But he knows that ain't right. And now, muffled voices of body versus body echo through the house. Mama's wails, Papa's grunts, now little girl's new lullaby. And amidst little Precious's cries, she embraces this reality that's fed to her through her liquefied eyes. And Mama now bruised and broken, tries hard to conceal her pain, got from this once lush and green Eden, and swims through this blood-sucking dry season. Pain is inevitable when it rains, yet the skies are cloudless. My nation, may I please express my appreciation for all the moments that you have turned abomination into liberation. It's no accident that I mention all the gradation that you have made through all these situations with a lot of determination. Surely, father, mother you are, cause brother, sister you've put together, plus enemy, friend, and neighbor you've also sustained in your humble abode. Well, a lot of applause you surely deserve for your entire accord, even with your orders. Yes. All that I'm expressing is my expression of expressions with no limitations. Vest. They have vested all their lives in your nest so that you may take care of all the rest. And I insurmountably appreciate your work. But my humbly, beautifully dear nation, please accept my dear notion from this secure station with no idea of distortion that there is a platform within our system that we must repair before it gets shattered. I mean, let's all as a nation with cooperation uphold our values of integrity, dignity, rationality, accountability, credibility, so as to earn the totality of a nation. Let's not look down upon those from the gutters in the ghettos, because from the ghettos come the getters of opportunities. Could you please distribute a fair share, yet with a lot of care, so that nobody can dare question us? I was wondering, could we put a halt to bickering as well as giving immaculate speeches of empty promises of heaven on earth so that we could save some time to instead practice what we would otherwise preach?
Yes. Save the time, comrades, because you will need it. Precisely. Could we please be a fair nation to this nation, so that we may not shatter that platform upon which our passion for this nation may be strained, that our connection of affection and relation of cooperation must not be broken? Well, I believe that unity, gratitude, aspiration, neutrality, determination, and accentuation of all our values shall truly strongly build our dear nation.
A goat in coat of shippen hides, and one in note but that beside, stood one moan at heaven's gate. The shippen goat, his chest a thumping, the goaten goat, his breast a striking, stood one moan at heaven's gate.
Say, good Peter, ope your gate, for none more worthy saw you yet. I dwell with sheep, and upon this land we trod, and we prayed and spoke upon our God. Oh, this beauteous place. Here is my cert, here's my papers. Here you see me. Open your gates.
And on, with showy darts, spake a ship at heaven's gates. Aside and hard, sighed the saint. A goat, all his aspect bent, sighed and said, and only said,
I'll enter the gate, though dingy and vile, if heaven's mercy shall be my shed. Ooh, I'm full of guiles and wiles.
The fisher stood afar and said, in a voice no query brought,
The gate shall open, and goaten hides shall be the dress of heaven's bride. Come, my son.
I'm crying out to you, let my wings go free. I'm not and never will be ready to fly along with you. I'm crying out to you, let my wings go free. I'm not and never will be ready to fly along with you. And I can't take it no more. I've got enough of your you shut up. It's a pity that you can't act your age. I gave you love, I gave you trust, I was devoted to you. But all I got in the end was an underlook. So what makes you think that I'm going to face it again? Come on, wake up. Can I just pump some sense into your head? She's crying out to you, let her wings go free. I'm not and never will be ready to fly along with you. You see, one day I'm going to write you such a great letter. And in this letter, with precise full stops, commas, hyphens, you name it, I'll tell you exactly what I wanted to say when I didn't say it, and what I wanted to mean when I did not tell you what I kept in my heart. That you're very good from far, but far from good. Ngomujonyu kuma, danu baluchwina, danu iruwia, nindupe. You see, I'll remind you in this letter how you sounded the day you stood and told me, cup in hand, you have not yet done the cups, I'm going to be ready for work. Or how you looked and how your posture showed a symmetry to your being that usually escapes you. And how your words sounded when you told me, you see, my dear girl in my land, when they tell you that you look like a cow, then it means you're very beautiful. So please accept my compliment. Gilalingete, gilingi ita, gilingi ita yo. Sasa nifanyeje? Floods of women glitter your space. They surround you with their seductive personas. I should be them, they should be me. And could I be those women that should be me? Could I be Ngamujonyu kuma danu balu trinye danu eruye nindu pewiye. You see, I'm beautiful. And I just remembered the other day, I loved you so much. Too much that I wrote your name in the ceiling and then the cobwebs covered it up. Then I wrote your name on my doorstep, but the dirt and dust of too many people get crashing into these lives of ours, stealing into our party, getting out without clearing the mess that they created, without being invited to this party. They just rubbed off your name. Hindiya siku, hundiyo wakati, hindiye nafasi ya kuwapasha. Niliyowaweka moyoni kwa muda mrefu. Mindiye malaika na ujumbe na usaidizi ya kuitailewa hii. Yeah, the safari was really ndefu.
I sit not in despair as I sit and stare. History is a mystery, like chemistry, physics, and biology. But because my name is Guy, I must stay hanging there till my dying day.
Tranquil atmosphere. Tranquility only a Sunday evening can afford. They sat on four-legged friends, could have been three-legged, around a fire, but this was the 21st century.
Colonial building, with all its imposing might, would for those hours humble itself and relax a little to pay audience to learned minds, enlightened spirits, freed souls, distinguished citizens, share tidbits of their thoughts, beliefs, musings, fears, findings, experiences, presented in indelible ink.
And with their impeccable powers of discernment, without mincing words, tear them apart down to the core, sometimes correctly, sometimes not. Sometimes off point, but what the heck, wasn't that the beauty of it all?
The mood, not lost in the closing remarks, transcends into the promenade that would, as a matter of choice, follow. The streets, as if in anticipation, would clear of other beings, so these very important persons could have their walk in utmost peace.
Back to their respective places of abode, and in a world full of uncertainties and sadnesses, at least for a lucky group of individuals, there was something on earth worth looking forward to. Not in many years to come, but only a fortnight away.
Perhaps a reward for having discovered the beauty in words.
I wanna
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds, dark up above. The sun's in let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain.